This is an informational presentation over the healthcare in Brazil. In Brazil, they have a unified health system that provides national health care to permanent residents and foreigners within the territory. Citizens with enough money can buy private insurance to avoid waiting in lines within the public system, and this is about 30% of the population. Private plans can vary based on age. Citizens also have an SUS card, also known as the National Health Identification Card, which allows for a patient's health records to be accessed from any private or public hospital within the unified health system.
In which healthcare is paid for in Brazil. The majority of care is funded by taxes from a local and federal level. Additionally, citizens can choose to pay extra for private insurance, paid both out of pocket and through private companies. Social Security budgets cover the majority of the healthcare costs. Additionally, the state healthcare system receives a small portion of the budget of the state to fund the healthcare.
Current economic and political changes that Brazil is going through, it is the fifth largest higher education market in the world. Brazil has 57 million students in its basic education system. Medical school is a very competitive process in Brazil, as it is in the United States. In Brazil, students are eligible to enter medical school after completion of high school, as shown in the figure to the right. From a U.S. perspective, Brazilian medical students are undergraduates, whereas American medical students are graduate students. Medical school lasts 6 years. Year 1 consists of courses in biomedical sciences. Year 2 consists of fundamentals in biomedical sciences and patient-doctor communication. Years 3 and 4 consist of clinical skills, and years 5 and 6 consist of clerkship and rotations.
Similar to other countries, Brazil struggles with many cultural influences that affect their healthcare system. Most Brazilians believe in a holistic health system. They believe that a clear and healthy mind with great living standards can lead to great mental and overall health. However, a large population of Brazil is in extreme poverty. Most of the poor populations live in low-income like slums called favelas. In order to help reach the poor populations, the government has hired community health agents to go inside people's homes, get to know them, and encourage them to maintain and use preventative measures to stay healthy. It is not uncommon to see booths set up in front of busy streets with people lined up to get flu, rubella, and measles shots, all for free. This type of setup works for the heavy populated areas in the southern part of Brazil, but in the north, in a more remote area, it is harder to find people to access healthcare, which leads to more deaths and suffering.
Here is a short video of a Brazilian citizen detailing her experience with the Brazilian healthcare system.
Hi, my name is Gabriela Weiss, and I'm a Brazilian citizen. I'm here to talk about their healthcare system. For the first question, I'm asked how I like it. Personally, I like it, but there are certain things that I feel like could be improved. For example, I wouldn't say the sanitary of the healthcare facilities, but more or less the efficiency of them. I feel that there are a lot of governmental, bureaucratic, red tape that gets in the way of providing for certain healthcare necessities that need to be taken care of, more so than others. So I guess prioritizing things and just more organized and a more fair spectrum of healthcare for people in all parts of Brazil, not just in the more metropolitan areas versus the rural areas. There are still a lot of rural areas of Brazil that is lacking sufficient healthcare for the citizens there. Number 2, the question has been, how have I been affected by the healthcare system in Brazil? Personally, I have not been affected that much by it. However, my grandfather, who is currently battling cancer right now, blood cancer, he is experiencing the healthcare system in Brazil because he has to go through chemo and radiation treatments and just, regular diagnostic tests for cancer patients, essentially. So he's experiencing that right now, and everything that he seems to be going through seems to be going just fine. So that's great as far as healthcare systems and providers go in Brazil. So that's a nice thing. But again, he lives in Sao Paulo, which is a very metropolitan part of Brazil. So while people in those areas have sufficient healthcare, when you look at Brazil overall, there are still certain areas that are lacking more so